Hey, it's Brody with BTR Outfitters, and today we're going to be showing y'all one of our really neat conversion vans that we have on the lot. It's one of the few Fords that we have available, and we've got a few of the different size configurations, so y'all be sure and stay tuned over the next few weeks. We're going to start off by going over a few of the really cool features with the Ford Transits as some of the options that we order with them. And probably one of my favorites is the 360 view cameras that are on these. It's a really cool thing, especially if you're new to driving the vans, get you an extra little bit of comfort whenever you're having to maneuver this big thing around. You're daily driving it through town, or if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're having to back up when it's dark and you need to be able to see all around this. Another thing that this thing has on it is the LED headlamps. So you get a lot brighter than your normal halogen bulbs, a little bit more distance you get to see. And then this one also has the dual battery setup for those extended trips, and that is just for the engine batteries. We'll go over the auxiliary batteries on this thing here in a little bit. This thing also has the extended fuel tank on it. It upgrades it to 31 gallon capacity, so you get that extra bit of comfort knowing that you've got more fuel to go that extra mile with it. And last but not least, probably one of the best things, and not necessarily if you are towing with this thing, but just for the added weight that has been put onto it by the upgrade, it has the HD towing capacity, so you get a little bit more beefier setup, different shift kind of things with your tow haul, anything like that. Keep in mind this is a 2500 chassis, so it is already suited for the more weight. So the next thing that we wanted to talk about is going to be the wheels and tires and the suspension on this thing. We've got the Method race wheels wrapped in the BF Goodwrench KO2 tires. And then this thing also has a WeldTech 2-inch suspension lift. Just wanted to show y'all the luminous bumper that's on this thing. It's a very solid bull bar style bumper. You can set you up a winch in it. This thing's also set up to be able to put 4 pods in it, 2 on each side. Really nice thing. A lot of people get the extra light, and then you can also put shackles on this up front as well. All right, so we're gonna go around to the back and check out the rear backpack system on this thing, and then it's a little warm for February, so we're gonna hop in the inside after that and show you some things in there. All right, so now that we're all around here on the back, as you can see, it's a pretty cool little setup. This is the Illuminous rear ladder and spare tire combo. It's nice to still be able to carry your full-size spare. And then over on this side, you got your backpack setup where you can add on really quite a few options, but the biggest thing that a lot of people do is throw a big old storage box on there just to have that extra space, keep more gear in. So up here on the top, you can see we've got the Max Air fan, and then you've also got your Dometic 2000, and you've got your 200 watts of solar over here on this side. Before we hop in this thing, I wanted to show y'all probably one of my favorite things. I've never seen this kind of deal in a van, but I think it's a really smart idea. And that's gonna be this induction cooktop right here on the outside. Be able to clip it on, and it's ready to go right there. It's really convenient to have, and a lot of people don't necessarily like cooking in their vans, and so it kind of keeps the smell of any of your food out of there if you're gonna be traveling a bunch. You don't want a bunch of funky smells in your van while you're trying to travel after. Staying with our kind of kitchen stuff, we're gonna roll right into our refrigerator right here, as well as you got a freezer space up in the top, as well as a little bit more storage down there, and another set of cabinets up here. Just kind of moving right along to the edge right here, I wanted to show you some of the really cool features that they've got packed into this thing. Well, cool, you got your fan remote. That's a pretty neat one. It runs it really nice. You don't have to climb up there and push it every time, so it makes it really convenient. As well as right here, you've got your Xantrex. It's the Freedom X model, and this controls your battery inverter for your 110 power that you get access to with that. And then right here, you've got your Aqua Hot water heater system, and then your Red Arc battery management controller right here. And off your Red Arc battery management system is going to be your 200 amp hours of solar on the roof, as well as your 540 amp hours of lithium down here. And coming off of those 540 amp hours of lithium batteries, the main reason behind us having that large of an amount is going to be to power our Dometic 2000 AC. So you can get about 12 to 15 hours of runtime, depending on your outside temperature, but it's a really nice feature. And then obviously right here, another big thing is got your bottom lights and your top lights, and then a secondary backup for your top controls. One of the really cool features in this van that I'm not sure if any of y'all caught whenever we first opened the door is going to be this oversized kind of multifunctional, it's SST, shower, seat, toilet. And we're going to show you some of these really cool functions real quick. Let's point out the obvious features first. It is, for one, a seat, but at that, it is a pretty comfy seat. And over on this side, you get a spot where you can kind of kick back, lean back a little bit more for convenience. And also, you've got this mounting bracket right here, and that's going to be for you've got your table right there. Be able to work, eat, do anything like that on it. Move it, however. The next thing with this is going to be the toilet setup. Pretty nice. You grab your big old seat, get it up out of the way. It reveals your 8-gallon cassette toilet. So along with that kind of combination for the wet bath is what more people would consider it to be called. You flip this up, you have this step out of the way, and up here along the top area on these hooks, you've got a curtain setup that go, can close off your space for privacy, hook in your shower, got your hot water going. Take you a nice comfy shower after lots of hiking trails or skiing or whatever else you did for the day. The last few things we want to cover is going to be the sleeping arrangements in this. The obvious one's going to be down here in the bottom. You got a pretty big area. You got a couple reading lights on each side, as well as on the bottom of those you've got a USB port on each side, as well as you've also got an additional set of storage cabinets over there, so that's pretty nice. And then the next one's going to be the up top. That's kind of like the master suite, I'd call it. Tons of space up there with all the fabric. It's really thick, really dark. Or you can pop them all open and reveal a plastic lining window, or unzip that and get your mesh screens. Last but not least is going to be my favorite feature in this thing. This van already has a ton of storage, but one that's really cool with this is going to be what I like to call the garage. Let's pop this thing open. We'll give you a view from the outside, but it is a pretty big space if you can't tell from here. So you get a really big space right here. It's actually an 800-pound gear-rated slide. Big space, lots of storage on it. And then also behind each one of these, some of them have some of the features that are in this thing. As you can see right here, here's the Aqua Hot system. And then you get some other little things in the other ones. Fresh water tank. It's an 18-gallon freshwater tank in this. And over on this side, there's a little bit of your electrical wiring, stuff like that. And then more storage. This is a blackout window curtain for the front windshield. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for the next few weeks to see the different sizes that we have. They also have different interior layouts. So if this interests you, stay tuned and drop a comment below if there's something special you might want to see in those videos. And give us a call if you got any questions. Thanks.